And welcome, motherfuckers, to the Sit On Me podcast. I am Dean.
I'm Duff.
And welcome back again. Yes. We are here. We are back. We are live. I know there's a lot of questions about things that you may or may not have seen online. Who fucking knows? I don't know. Will they be answered in this podcast? I don't know. Maybe not.
Maybe.
Stay tuned. We'll have conversations. You never know. But in the interim, because Duff is out here in these streets, so I want to hear what's happening out here in these streets. Because you said you got some stories, so I know you not necessarily out here in these streets, but you know what I mean. You out here. You know what I mean. You live a hilarious life. You're a hilarious man,
Dude. They're like, ever since I started working, I picked up a second job at a bar, just bar backing.
Here we go.
Dude.
This is what I'm talking about. I know you said work at the bar. I didn't know what you did. I didn't know if you were putting on your bouncer days back again. If you were just get out.
No, I don't really need to do that. No, I don't need to do that anymore.
You shall not pass under 21.
No, I do make people feel kind of dumb though.
Uh-oh.
Well, yeah, there was last night this one girl and her man came in, and I could tell this girl, she was an attractive girl, but the air of confidence she had was way more than I felt she should have been using at that point.
That's a fucked up thought process, but we'll get to it later. Go ahead.
Well,
doesn't mean you're wrong. Doesn't mean you're wrong.
And they came in, they ordered food. It was cool. And at one point, she looks at me and she goes, "Oh, I see a phone charger. Can I charge my phone?" I'm like, "Yeah, no doubt. I got it. Plug it in." She goes, "Okay, now don't you let me forget it." Simultaneously, me and her man say at the same time, we're like, "That's not how that works."
There we go.
It's that's not how that works. I look at him and I'm like, "Good for you, man. You're out here doing God's work."
You know.
And she's like, "Yeah," but I was like, "That's not how it works." And then she was like, "Okay, can I get darts? Because we have a dart room." And I was like, "Yeah, I just need your ID." And I come back with 3 darts. She goes, "Oh, only 3?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's how we do it." She goes, I need 6. I'm like, "Sorry, only 3." She goes, "You can't make an exception?" I'm like, "Not how that works." Yeah. And she goes, I was like, "Enjoy darts." And she goes, and I think she had this look on her face of confusion. She's like, "No one ever tells me no." I was like, "Well, you ran into a man that doesn't really care."
You see how this works.
Yeah. Not a crazy story, but just one of the small things that happens. I almost had to put hands on a college kid one time too.
It's always the fucking college kids. Shout out to you, Devon. Appreciate you, pimp. Listen, here is. I get it though, because you got to remember us. It was violence, mayhem, and mischief, and we happen to just be on the winning side. But there were a lot of kids who were on the losing side, so I understand why they're rambunctious. But you got to be able to pick your battles. So, what was this battle that these kids almost lost?
So they came in, they were just being loud and obnoxious. And I was just kind of never minding it. And they would order 7 or 8 shots at a time for the group and then not tip anything. So it's easily a $60 bill each time. And we cut one kid off because he just he was done. Okay. And they just kept ordering shots and they would sneak him one every time and just not tip anything. And at one point, they just started getting obnoxious to the point where our bouncer, we went and got the bouncer, "Hey, they got to go." And it was actually Halloween weekend.
Oh, Halloween?
Yeah, and I was dressed as Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Perfect. This is the perfect time.
And they don't say anything to the bouncer. They just start talking shit to me.
Amazing.
Yeah, and I'm like, all right, let's go. And I'm walking towards the door, and I'm looking at the kid, and he's like running his mouth, and we get outside, and he like doesn't go to make a move until I turn around, and then he tries to jump at me, and his friends pull him back. I was like, go ahead, man. Like,
Make my
because
dream.
yeah, the way our bar is set up, it's like actually an old, I think, kind of Victorian house, but the front entrance is like you have to go upstairs, and then you come up and you go up more stairs.
Okay.
And they had their backs to the stairs. It almost got really dicey. The bouncer stepped in and he's like, yo, you guys, this ain't gonna be a good look for you. Like, I'm the smallest out of all of them, like height wise.
Right.
Thickness wise, the only one bigger than me is the bouncer.
Gotcha.
But they're like, what's he gonna do to us? I was like, we've seen Kev scrap before, and like he would fuck you up. And the kid's like, yeah, but I was like, go down the stairs before I throw you down. And he's like, fuck you, man. And like, he's like,
I hate you.
Yeah,
Mom. Mom.
So it's just a lot of that stuff. So
it's a very like so I do have a question with you. This is a perfect conversation to have, right?
Okay.
Tipping. So me personally, I have somebody who actually tips. And because you're my friend, I would actually show you my Uber receipts, bills, and shit like that, just to show you I actually do tip, right? I wouldn't do it to the general public. They can suck my dick. But for you, of course, I would I would show it to you. I'm doing this because you know I'm about to get nasty.
Yeah.
I'm purposing it like this. Like, you can check my receipts before I say what the fuck I say. Now, I usually do like a blanket tip on the Uber Eats immediately, like Uber Eats or Grubhub or something like that. I wish I knew how to take it back after the delivery if the delivery sucked dick, because there are certain people I'm just like, you motherfucker. Like, if I tipped you, like, all right, if I ordered a lot of food and I tipped you like $15, right?
Yeah.
Hear me out. Right? I tipped you $15. Get your fat ass out the car and bring whatever it is in whatever inclement weather to my door.
Yes.
To my door. To the fucking door, you piece of shit. So I wish I knew how to take it back from people like that. But when we're out eating or even for drinks, right? The tip now depends on how cool you are.
Yes.
If you're not cool, I am inclined to give you less money. I'll give you something, but it's gonna be a lot fucking less. Like, for instance, right? Went out to Texas de Brazil, right? Me and Justin went out there, and it was fucking delicious. Shit was fucking dope, like fucking delicious, right? And Shorty, who was our waitress, super cool, super dope. Like, was around just enough, talked just enough, left us alone. Just like, it was fucking perfect.
Surprise.
She got a really good fucking tip, right?
Yeah.
Looked out for her, right? Now, on the flip side, been to motherfucking restaurants, and a drink gets poured on a member of the party. Yeah. What are you supposed to do there? And we still ended up giving a tip, and I adamantly was supposed to be like, why? I don't see us getting really any kind of fucking discount for this. Like, why are we tipping her good? She spilt the drink. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. And none of us yelled. We were all respectful to her, but I felt as if we should have been disrespectful on the tip.
It depends how she handled it.
Fuck that. Because certain things are unacceptable in everyone's job, right? So why should something be unacceptable? You should still be able to get the same, like for me, I believe tipping is it's based on a service, right? It's based on how well you are, like, as a server. Like, you just shouldn't get a blanket tip just because you're a server. Like, well, okay. Are you checking on us, legitimately seeing if we need something, like, drink wise? Are you actually being engaging when you do it, like getting in, not staying long enough? getting shit done, kind of moving, not feeling like, whatever. If you see somebody looking up or whatever the case, are you coming over there like a minute later? Somebody like, hey, I saw you looking up, whatever the case, like showing that you're attentive, right? Because if you don't, and then like I'm just like left out there by myself, my party's left out there by ourselves, and it's always a fucking like, what the fuck is happening? Why should I compensate you well or at all? Because clearly you didn't give a fuck that day at work. And isn't everything like, listen, your comedy is a service-based business, right? If people don't find you funny, they're not going to come watch you. Am I correct?
Fact.
So then why the fuck am I giving these people anything just for showing up?
So to that point, yeah, if like somebody's barely there and they do the absolute bare minimum, yeah, you get less. You get less. In the case of like the server you had who spilled something on the party member that you were with.
Yes. Yeah.
However he or she handled it after that. Gracious. I mean, very gracious.
That's the issue. That was the best. That was the worst thing. So it was all right. I'll say it was Alpha Sig had went out like this was like last year or maybe 2 years ago at this point. Maybe 2 years ago at this point. I want to say like last year, maybe 2 years ago. We went out to Katie O'Burns. Fuck it. I'll say her name. I don't give a shit.
I remember Katie O'Burns.
Yeah, I mean it's a very good place, right? But
yeah,
she spilled a drink on Zarbra. Okay. Zarbra took it. Zarbra was like, "Are you okay?" to her. Yeah. She was like, "Oh my god, I'm sorry." Yada yada. Helped him clean up. She cleaned up shit. Yada yada yada. They were also like late with food and shit. It was like a really long night. And I get it. We were a large party, but then like give us multiple service. Then you only gave us one. I think it was like 20 of us.
Oh fuck. Well, that's on that restaurant.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you spill something on them. We don't get no kind of like. I think the only thing that was comped was everything she spilled on them. That's it. Because she spilled it. Yeah. That was the only thing comped. So like all 2 drinks that spilled on them were the only things comped. There was no other discount or anything like that. And we still gave her a good tip. And I was adamantly against it, even though I gave money towards it. I was like, this is fucking bullshit. She shouldn't get fucking it. Honestly, I said, honestly, we should give her fucking $10. I said, call it a day. They're like, no, that's mad disrespectful. I was like, disrespectful, she's spilling drinks. Yeah, but she probably worked a long shift, yada, yada, yada. I was like, but what does that mean? Then what does that mean, right? Don't everybody tell us, like, what does that mean? Like, why?
It depends. Like, so what I would have done if I was in her position, personally, if I had the authority to, if where I'm at now, I have the authority to be like, y'all, I'll 10% off everybody's checks. That's a huge disturbance. Like, you guys are coming out, you're having like,
we only had one check.
Oh shit. Okay, 10% off the check.
We didn't get that.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, no, that's what I would have done.
We didn't even get that.
Because I would assume, because I can, like I said, I can only put myself in that scenario. If I spill something on somebody, I'd be mortified, number one. Number two, I'd help them clean up, or I would clean it up myself. And then 3, obviously some sort of discount.
It was no discount, and she got a good tip. And she was like apologetic, but I was like, this ain't really. I said, what does a fucking apology mean? I was like,
yeah. Well, see,
like in this, excuse me. And like the apology by her was perfect. So right now, excuse me, I'm mad at the establishment or somebody in power for not getting anything done.
Yeah.
But it's like, so she's still going to get a tip of proper as if she did everything. Cause and then she spilled the drink on somebody, but she's no recourse for that at all. Yeah. And the restaurant's doing nothing for us. We're just going to be like, oh, okay, thanks, I guess. And it's not like we didn't pay for oh, yes, so she comped those drinks. So then those people got those drinks. It wasn't like it was like even a round bought. You know, like, okay, your next round on the bar, none of that shit.
Yeah, no, definitely that's on the restaurant. I think more than if she has the power to do it, because there's so many unknowns there.
But it's like, but then once again, why should we as the consumer have to now bear the burden of going home wet and sticky, a member of the party wet and sticky? The person responsible still gets the substantial tip, and there's nothing done for anybody in the party besides comping the drink that was spilled when they bring the new one out.
Yeah,
and then make a joke saying, "No, it didn't spill it this time. Fuck you."
Oh, fuck that. Yeah, no, I would be like, nah. Nah, definitely, obviously still tip, but like
Why?
a little deduction there.
Why?
Little
Why?
deduction there.
Why?
Because
Why tip? Like, but this is the thing. Like, why is it the consumer's responsibility? Like, when did it become the consumer's responsibility to have to pay for their meal and then on top of their meal pay? It's like automatic now, automatically assumed now, and that you have to pay and substantial tip as well. Like, I see this shit online. People be like, "Oh, well, if you can't tip, don't go out to eat." What the fuck does that mean? Whose fault is it that somebody's not getting underpaid? Is it the consumer's fault, or is it the restaurant owner's fault by the way, or the bar owner's fault the way that they have the payments configured? Like, why is it our fault? We just want to go out to give good food.
Because
pay for good service, but like put it through
Yeah.
but isn't that what the food price is for already? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, the tip that they want everybody to give is put the shit in the food price. We're there. Fuck it.
Yeah. No, I think part of that too is like you do have some bleeding hearts in that scenario, but also you have so many, like I see people at like my bar all the time that like somebody rang up like a $60 check last night, no tip at all. And
Now, that's fucked up.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
But then we also don't know that, but then we don't know their life, right? So like, what if, listen, people get fucked up. So what if that's their last of the last, right? Like, you don't know. So they're just going out. They got shit on their mind. They're just like, I'm just like once again, it's I guess my whole thing is, in the world that we live in, everybody wants favor but doesn't show the next person favor, right?
All right.
Like that's the thing. And I guess, like, what does that gain for anybody? I know people are gonna be saying, well, your first floor, you didn't want her to get, you want to tip her. I was like, yeah, but we weren't a dickhead when she spilled shit. We helped her clean it up. We weren't a dickhead about it. But it was like, okay, no kind of recourse happened. So once we saw the check and we saw nothing was adjusted, then why do we? So we're just gonna pay more. So she did a great job. We're giving her a great job money.
Yeah, no. I definitely think it's like, in my mind, it would be like a bare minimum tip type deal. Just because
I'm with that. And like I said, I did want a bare minimum tip of $10.
Yeah.
Just to be like, okay, like, yeah, it was 20 of us, $10 because the restaurant didn't care. So why are we supposed to care?
Yeah, why would you care?
Like that, right? Like, so here's your $10. It's a holly jolly Christmas because you just fucked us over. Fuck you, bitch. Fuck you, Christmas show. There we go.
So I would play devil's advocate back to you.
Of course.
Saying like maybe she's got like 3 kids, no monetary help at home. She's working a double that day. Maybe a family member's in the hospital. Maybe, you know what I mean? It kind of goes both ways. It sucks. But I mean, me personally,
I'm supposed to deal with being wet and shit. Niggas is supposed to deal with being wet because you can't do your job. Like, then carry less. Guess what? Then carry less drinks and just go back more times, even if it's more
that's
work.
What I do.
Then you just be a professional in that case. But like, why? Like, once again, and once again, we didn't give her any. I'm just throwing a devil's advocate to always, like, I always give a bare minimum tip, but like that tip is typically depending on like the server. The more cool you are, then that's the higher tip. You know what I mean? And if you somehow are able to if you somehow can talk a lot and we aren't offended and we're like, that was really good conversation each time, like, we look forward to you coming back, then you get an even bigger tip. But if you're terrible at conversation, you keep staying around, I'm just gonna get frustrated and be like, I'm not helping.
Yeah, dude. I've had those.
Fine line, right?
I've had those where it's just like your server's almost like a serial killer. And they're just trying to see, like, okay, who's walking out alone?
What are you doing today?
Who can I chloroform and put in my van? Would you like you'd like extra seasoning on your lasagna? I'll put some oxycodone in there. Here you go, just for you. Like, yeah, I've had those too. But I think, I don't know. That's one of those things where, like, I would have to be there and I'd be like, okay, they were cool. Or like,
They were cool, but the restaurant fucked us over, so we're still supposed to be cool to her.
Yeah, because
she got the regular tip. She got a tip as if she didn't do anything, is what I'm saying. Like, she didn't do anything.
I'll tell you how my man
nothing.
I'll tell you how my man Shane Gillis would have handled it.
Oh God.
He would have been like, yo, we ain't paying for this, you dumb broad. Like
you can't be serious.
Yes.
Like she fucking spilled something on one of us, dude. Like, we can't fucking pay her. We can't, and then the restaurant just said fuck us and gave us nothing off. Like, nah, dude. No. I refuse to do it. Because I'm a fucking American, right? And a true American would have never fucking done that. The Boston Tea Party was starting over more shit, dude. I don't give a fuck.
Donald Trump wouldn't tip you right now. He'd be like, I walked in here and she spilled a drink and she's dumb. She's just a dumb bitch.
You think he got the money to build Mar-a-Lago that way, dude, by fucking tipping shit when bitches didn't deserve it? Never.
Dude. Have you? I'm assuming you've seen his special.
Funny enough, I have yet to see the latest one.
Oh my God!
I've heard that it's hilarious. I've yet to see the one on Netflix.
Dude, I've watched it like 4 or 5 times.
Is that good?
Dude, the first time I saw it, I almost choked on a Baconator while I was watching it. I was by myself, and like he says the things he says. Because I don't want to give too much away. But
because his YouTube one was crazy,
dude. Same type of lane. A lot of the same topics too.
Okay,
but just different jokes. And like he was talking about like one thing is his girlfriend's ex-boyfriend was a Navy SEAL, and how that feels.
Oh shit!
He
oh my God, that is
yeah.
Because listen, I don't care what no one says. You always gotta be better than the last dude. But then, like, you really got to start doing some soul searching, and you got to go to like a place and just be like, or just be comfortable enough for yourself. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, okay, whatever. Like, that's him. This is me. But as competitive as I am, it's just like, do I have to learn how to kill more niggas than him?
Yeah.
Do I have to? I have to go down the road. I have to become the Black 007. Like, niggas gotta fear me. Like no. I refuse.
I think there's a point for every dude where they know they're like the reset dude. Where they're like, oh, what'd your last boyfriend do? Oh, he's a Navy SEAL. You're like, oh, okay, you're resetting here. You're a mess, and you're trying to this game over.
You're just trying to see what's happening here.
I'm the tutorial for you right now in this video game.
I am here to teach you how to operate. Oh my God! But you know what's funny? It's like like for me, I feel as if I was like I was like a boss that bitches had to beat and move on from.
I see that. I see that because
and what I mean, like, here's what I mean, right? Because like, and except for my last relationship, it was like I had to then like be like, well, we'll get to a second. But like, so all the relationships before, actually all my relationships, except for like 2 of them, I've broken up with the girl.
Mm-hmm.
And it's usually always for the same reason. I want to be a hoe. Now, I thought that, sitting down here with you was going to be cool and shit like that. But like, I want to be a hoe. And then it always hit them out of left field because it was like, we were having such, like, we would have a great day the day before. Like, I was always like a good boyfriend. I didn't cheat. I didn't do anything crazy. And it would just be like, and then like randomly, we'd have a great fucking weekend. And then that Monday, it would just hit me like, there was so much fun. I missed out.
God.
So many experiences I could have been a part of or did, but I was out here being fucking faithful. So I'm like, you know what? I really just want to be out here, and you don't deserve that. You're good. And maybe somebody else out here in college wants to be chain and bald, but not me right now, right? And I would always find myself in a relationship, falling into a relationship, and I just feel as though I was like a boss, like that they had to like defeat or get over. Like there are guys out there who will treat you really well, and they'll just break up with you. Like it isn't me, and it's like, no, it's not you. Like you're fine. Like, and you learned this early, so I kind of did you like a favor because I had to learn it too. Fucking shit. I had a girl turn lesbian on me, and I had to really have some self-respect of this. Like, was my shit not good? Or was she just like that? And it's just
so you're the reason there was such an uptick in people checking into therapy in New York.
Yes, like somebody told me that. Yeah, I'm not gonna go further, but I was like, what the fuck? And they were just like, yeah, because of you, nigga. I was like, what? I said, I didn't do anything. And then they were just like, that's the problem. You just go from like somebody doing really good, treating you nice, and then they're just like saying, like, nah, I don't want to do it anymore. And then the reason just being is because they don't want to do it. Nothing that the person did. And I'm just like, why does that make me a bad guy? I tell you, like, hey.
These poor girls, like the day before you're like taking them out to dinner and like bringing them flowers and shit.
Because I'm trying to re-spark it for my damn self too. Like, all right, like, nah, bro, you can do it.
The next day you're like the next day what's that meme or that dude where he's just like and he disappears?
Yeah,
that's you. That's you.
This has been fun. Like that was the crazy, but then also too, like that was because I was younger. That's to be honest, because then after that, he had a relationship, and that relationship I broke off just because I was like, I have way too much time on my hands. Like, you've actually given me too much time, and now I feel like it's reversed. So let me just do the favor for both of us. Like, I think both of us want to be single, right? And everybody will be cool.
And for any of our potential female viewers here, we both will tell you that this shit goes both ways.
Oh yeah, they're definitely fucking shitty. Like, listen, we're laughing about it, but if you think about it, like, we're also painting me in a terrible light. It's like he's fucked up. Like he would just wake up on a Tuesday. Like they're probably calling me like, what is it, a sociopath, a narcissist, whatever the case may be. Probably. I don't think I am if anybody really knows me, but that would be
right.
That's probably like some of that behavior. They're just like, oh, you throw away your toys like that, and it's like toys I didn't want.
When I'm done using them,
what I'm supposed to do. My mother told me to fucking either put my toys away or get rid of them. If you're not playing with it no more, then get rid of it.
Yeah, give it to somebody else who can use it.
Exactly. I felt as if, like, listening to Patrice O'Neal, I wasn't releasing broken women into the wild because I wasn't cheating on them or anything. It just was like, hey.
You were telling them why.
Like, I'm out. Like, I'm not doing anything wrong. Like, you go be with somebody else. You'll be happy.
Yeah. No, I and even sometimes that backfires a lot too, even when you're up front.
Yes, it does.
Which is why people ghost so much. But I'm in the process of writing like an entire bit about that situation I had a few years ago.
Finally. Which one? Crackhead? Please say Crackhead.
No, the one before that. The reason why I.
Oh my gosh. I tell you this day would come.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm in the process of writing that. I just need to, like, I have the whole story written out. It's probably going to be like a 15-minute story.
Yes.
But I just have to find all the punchlines on the way.
Right.
I already have one of them. It's where, like, old girl said out in public, like, accused me of, like, physical violence or, like, accused me of, like, doing that to her when obviously none of it would ever come to fruition. I've never been like that. And but the punchline, here's the punchline, or here's the joke. I'll be like, and I want to be very clear. I will never hit a woman. I will make them cry though.
Facts.
Yeah.
Cry, bitch.
Yeah, like I will say something to make them cry. Like,
I will hurt your soul.
Yeah, dude, I did do that one time. Like, but again, like this was a couple years ago. I was seeing this girl. It's nothing serious, but it was like to the point where it was kind of moving that way, and it broke off suddenly. And I was just like, all right, do you? Like, hey, let's just go our separate ways.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe in a little while we'll reconvene. We'll shoot the shit a little bit. I remember walking out of the bar. I remember walking out of the bar I was at. She like comes up and hits me on the shoulder. She goes, "Hey, how are you?" Hand in hand with the guy she's seeing that night.
She wanted to be DP'd
Yeah,
immediately.
apparently something like
I
that.
feel
I don't
tired,
know.
dude. Yeah. Sorry.
And then like I didn't want to. I wasn't gonna cause a scene in the neighborhood I hang out in, but like I got home and I texted her essentially a bunch of things that weren't like. I didn't go off the end. I just used facts. I just put fact to fact to fact, and essentially I said, "Don't ever talk to me again." Like, hey, there's no shot I want to be friends with a person like you when you did exactly what I asked you not to do. And the next weekend, I was like leaving the bar, and I was walking down the sidewalk, and there's a bar like on the side of the street, and she was sitting outside with the same dude. And I didn't look at her. I didn't say a word. And all of a sudden, I heard her like sniffling and breaking down, and I'm like, "Damn, these facts really hurt worse than you think." Like, and I was like, "Damn, all right, I guess I won that one." You know what I mean? Like, but it wasn't like I don't know.
It's not really about winning or losing. It's just more so just like it is what it is.
Yeah,
That's it.
that's
It's
true.
nothing. It's nothing more or less to it about it. Like you're not out here purposely trying to fucking break bitches' hearts, but it's just like
No.
also like I'm not gonna fucking deal with your bullshit.
Yeah. On that same plane, like I'm not gonna go out here like on purpose trying to make like anybody cry.
Exactly.
But like if you disrespect me, I'm also
Man,
not.
woman, a child, we not taking it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna let it slide either. I'm gonna
Or
tell you
beast.
what I think. Yeah. Either way.
We don't give
Big,
a fuck.
big takeaway from the whole thing is that that story is coming at some point, and when I nail it, it's gonna be awesome. And I think it may be a career propelling type story if I do it right.
Didn't I say this?
Mm.
Did I not say this? Did I not say this would happen?
Mm-hmm.
When all this shit happens, I wanted to be said that I said this. Speaking of things happening, who knows what's happening out here in BTB? I know you guys saw the Instagram. Is it an end of an era? Possibly.
That's
Very
what
interesting. Could be.
I saw that. I wanted to. I tried to get some details, but I couldn't really get any. So
It's an interesting thing, and I'm just laughing just because it's like it's been like a hell of a ride. Like we've done a lot of cool shit together. But you know, I'm doing player hater shit. I'm doing this. You know, got some other things cooking. You know, he's got a whole bunch of shit cooking. You know what I'm saying? He still got the Low Sports Show cooking. He still has like the cooking show that he does cooking with a few of those different channels, and he also has some like other shit as well, like behind the scenes cooking. So like it's just a lot. It's and when's the last time we did something together, right? So I don't, you know what I mean? So that's where it starts to come about. Like, well, looks like it's kind of like the Undertaker's like final fucking like showdown or like MJ's final dance, whatever. It's like all right, well, it's been fun. Like couldn't have been anywhere without the man. Couldn't have done any of it without him. Like was able to meet fucking like legit. We fucking interviewed celebrities and shit. Like got a network pop. Was able to get the blueprint for certain things. Was able to help like leverage like certain things. Like it's been interesting. You know what I mean? And I'm interested to see what both of us do in the future. It's gonna be it's good shit.
I thought there was some sort of beef at first.
No beef, just growth.
Yeah.
Just growth, and just you know what I mean? Just fucking, it's different shit. It ain't no Jesus and Mero shit. Like we're still cool, you know what I mean? I'm still rooting for him, but maybe maybe necessarily, we don't need to be the 1-2 punch or the 1-1 punch we used to call it. We used to, just a knockout punch. But fucking who knows how life goes? You know what I mean? Just slow and steady. But
yeah, I mean, it sounds like one of those scenarios where like your parents get divorced, but they're still cool with each other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Dad like smokes too much and be doing too extra shit. Mom be like, I'm just like, all right, nigga, just if you do it in your house, then it's cool. And we can still come around together for holidays and hang out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like come around for the kid and shit.
It's like, yo, Jimmy's birthday party's next week. You're still coming,
was
right?
lit.
You got the cake, right?
And then that's when you get the extra, because it's like, oh, then you get to leave with the like the extra if it's just enough.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the fuckery's enough because like, all right, I don't got to deal with it all the time. It's just sporadic moments, which makes it cool.
Yeah.
Like he's awesome just for someone else. Like,
yeah. Dude, yeah. No, that's wild. That's wild because that's always been like the flagship program.
Growth in everything. Growth in everything.
That's
you know what I mean?
true.
So
That's true.
who knows where it's gonna go, or how it's gonna be. But speaking of that, before we, go or whatever, I do want to bring this up.
Mm-hmm.
Something I got into, and I want to tell you that I had set an alarm for 2:45 because I had got so engrossed in this game. And the minute that this recording is done, I'm gonna go right back to it because I'm just gonna be working out later tonight.
Yeah.
Because of this. All right. May or may not have Let's Go Pikachu.
I've never heard of that. Never heard of that.
You remember Pokemon like Yellow and like
Yeah.
Basically it's that. It's like Pokemon Red or Blue or whatever, but you get to choose either like an Eevee or a Pikachu version. So I chose the Pikachu version. So then like your first starter Pokemon's a Pikachu and you get to go on the journey. And then your Pikachu gets to be out. You can have different it's like basically the old school game with like some of the new concepts, but just like only the old 150 Pokemon. It's lit.
That sounds legit. That sounds legit. Bro. Because I remember when we were kids. Misty. Oh, you beat Misty?
I just beat Misty before we started recording.
Dude. Oh man.
Mop that bitch real fast. Fuck out of here.
I'm not ashamed to say it. That was like one of my first cartoon crushes.
Misty was a bad bitch.
She was, dude.
She
was, man. She always had those short shorts on. I'm like, I'll be watching that before school. I'm like, damn. Yeah.
Son.
I'm like, damn.
Misty could catch it. Brock was always playing. I was like, Brock violating for no reason.
Yeah.
But Whitney could catch it too. The police woman.
Was it
she
Team
could catch it? No. I would fuck Just too back in the day when I was younger. I'm talking about what was the police officer's name? Police woman Jenny. Officer Jenny. She could catch it.
Oh, I'm trying to.
She was the officer in the show.
I'm trying to remember who that was.
She was a cop, had the Growlithe, never won a fight, but
just good vibes. Just good vibes. That's
super cool vibes. The vibes.
I do have one more thing to bring up, which I think you'll genuinely appreciate before we go.
Yeah, I'm not like rushing or anything. Yeah, no.
Okay. So I've been fired up this past like month and a half.
Oh shit.
The Denver Broncos are back to relevancy.
They are.
Broncos country is riding. I said this a year ago, and I said it then, and I'll say it now. Nathaniel Hackett was the problem.
Yeah.
Peyton got this offense back. Nathaniel Hackett is still a problem over in New York. They can keep him. They can keep him. The only quarterback it ever worked out with
was Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers, Blake Bortles for a year. But one of the main reasons the Broncos are like back is because they have an absolute dog on the offensive line.
Oh, is it that guard or no, it's the left tackle, right?
No, Bulls is good. He's good. But Quinn Miners, look him up real quick and see if you can import a quick little clip of him.
Hold on. Uh-oh. Let me see something. Oh, yeah. Just fucking, let me just do this real fast. Let's go to the YouTube machine. I'll fucking do this if YouTube would fucking come on. Come on, YouTube. There we go. There we go. So let's see. I think I got something right here.
Give it to the former Viking, and there he goes. There's your backup back, your number 3 guy.
Yeah, look at this is a fucking monster.
Let's look at it again. He's coming around, pulling, boom, all the way. All the way. I'm not done. I want something. I want somebody. I'm gonna get somebody. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see what else we got for Quentin. This is like his college stuff.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Recordings just got better.
Yeah, we're using StreamYard right now.
It's Dana from
So
StreamYard.
I don't need
So
it, Dana.
excited to announce.
Bye. All right.
My call there is going to be to pull.
Okay. Let's see. All right. Let's see what we got.
The kick out block that Dalton and also that Eric Saubert is doing. And I see that they have a clean kick out. So that means my next read is then see what's happening with the tackle. And Calvin is doing a great job. You know, he's taken his defensive lineman and he's displaced him 3 yards by the time I already get there. So then I know that the next person there is my responsibility. So 27 decides to be the guy that wants to fill it first. And you know,
27 is the guy who wants to feel it first. Well, then this is what we do.
Dude, he's an absolute monster.
Oh, he's old school.
Check always talks to us is when we get there and we get our shot, those guys are faster than us. Hit him into the safety 7, and I hit him into the safety actually, Diggs, and Calvin's still moving his feet, and I see Javonte still moving, the pile's moving, and I'm still going to be in there with Javonte. Javonte's fighting for his yards. I'm going to fight for the yards as well. And then I try to get some of the guys off of him.
He just looks like a fucking.
He's a monster, dude.
He just looks like a fucking like a lumberjack. Just like I just here to fight and play football and do fucking.
And in his free time, he drinks beer.
Of course he does. You could tell that he drinks all the beer.
Yeah, no craft beer though. It's all just like
Budweiser and Bud
Miller
Light.
Lights, all that shit. Yeah,
some fucking Denver beer. Nah, bro, I'm telling you, it costs $1.50. The best beer ever. Best beer ever. I'm telling you, this all you can get in fucking at this bar at these times. I come here after practice, gotta hydrate.
That's how we would have played if we were like 5-6 inches taller.
Oh my gosh, bro, that would have been such a. But God knows what he was doing by making us all right. The world would be ready. No, there's no. Imagine us like 6'2", 6'3".
Dude, I'd be a fucking.
We would have been at some D1 fucking school, just being menaces on the offensive defensive line, just fucking menaces.
Well, if I didn't go to Hartwig, I probably would have been an O lineman somewhere.
That's what you should have been.
I should have been, yeah. But by the time like Herrica left, at that time it was like I'd made a little noise on defense, so they didn't really know.
You want to fuck it up, yeah.
Yeah. But
Cortland's the national champs now.
Are they?
Yeah. Satchel put it in our group chat.
No shit.
Cortland is the national fucking champions, and that's the division Hartwick is in. Have fun.
Empire 8.
Yeah, we need to leave that division when we were in there.
Dude, I remember like
everybody else's facilities. If you looked at them when we were playing, compared to our facilities, it was like a joke.
Dude, yeah. Well, that's because we were like a liberal arts, whatever school, and like all these other. We didn't have like a
nursing. Nursing was our big thing.
Yeah. Also, too, well, I guess because we didn't have a phys ed program at our school. If we did, I don't know if I would have touched the field. I'm just keeping it real. Like if we had some of those like big, like
I don't know because I look at some of the I look at some of the other school. I look at basically for me, I look at how my sophomore and junior year went with playing time because I got injured. Like I had a job in camp and then I got injured. And then somebody else got the job and I was like, all right, whatever. And then my junior year, I had the job and got injured. And then it was like, all right, well, here we go. And then senior year, I kept it the whole time. So I don't for me, I wouldn't, because for me, in my mind, for us, right, at this level, those guys were 6'4". But there was only a few of them that were still really good at that height and size. Like most, if they were that big down there, with like the exception of like Jim and like Pony, who developed into
a very good offense
because they invested into him for 3. Like they just didn't give a fuck for 3. They like that first year, they're like, we don't give a fuck. They can just play. You know what I mean? And but like, you know what I mean? And then Jim, but like, if you were like big down there, like why? Like we were down there because of our height or our weight or a combination of both. Not because of the lack of size. Like I always said it. If I was 6 foot even, I would not have went to Hartwood.
Same.
I would have at least. I'm not saying I would have been D1. I would have at least been D2.
Yeah. Same.
There's some shit.
Saying if I was like 6 foot 270, I would have been able to play D2 somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. Because I was already getting looked at by Stonehill.
Yeah.
I just didn't want to play fullback. I ended up playing fullback at Hartford like a dickhead. I was like, I should have just went to Stone. But then I was like, I'm not. I was like, if I'm going to play fullback somewhere, it would rather actually be the D3 school because I'm really not a fullback anyway. But if I'm going to make it somewhere,
Yeah.
it would be there because I didn't have the size coming out of school. And then also, too, I was 17 coming out. When I look at my numbers in college, like, so I look at my freshman year numbers or whatever, it's like, oh, I would have been a senior in high school, realistically, if my mother would have not rushed me into school.
Held me back a year, yeah.
No. She pushed me forward a year.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. She held me back a year. Now she get the hell out the house. She goes, he's smart. He's smart. Go.
Yeah.
Like, he can hang with them. Because they're like, he's kind of young. Can he hang with them mentally?
Yeah.
Yes. He'll catch up physically. She was right. But like, I just imagine like possibly where I could have went of even then out of high school. Because I would have
extra year. Yeah.
I would have been I would have been out there whipping the shit out of the fucking shit.
Dude, for me, I was there the perfect amount of time. Like that was my window. That was my window. Because I think about it, because that game was on like when I was working last night.
Mm-hmm.
And people are like when people say like, oh, okay, you played football in college. Like, do you think you could play right now? I'm like, fuck no. Absolutely not.
You don't think so?
I don't have nearly the strength I had. I mean, I'm still relatively strong, like for the average Joe.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't have I had for Division III in my size, it was like freakish strength. There's no way I'm getting close to benching 450 at this age.
You could if you wanted to.
If I really wanted to, but
that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I mean. Like, if even right now, the way I am, I could play a game. I could play a game right now. You could play. You could get through a game. You could get through a game.
I could get through. You probably have to cart me off the field, but I get.
No, we'll get off the field. It's when you get to the crib. It's the problem.
Dude.
As we found out from the Turkey Bowl. Turkey Bowl, I played it.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you play this year or no?
No, I couldn't go. I had worked like 3/16s, and then like Taylor and Gary are texting me shit, and then I'm just like, I'm tired, and they're just like, we don't care. Stop being a pussy. I was like,
Joe texted me too. He's like, you're playing in the Turkey Bowl this year, right?
Like, I'm fucking tired. Like, I want to go to bed, man. And I'm not gonna. And then I had to go to work. The way my schedule was at that point in time, for whatever fucking reason, I had to go to work like the next day, and I was like, I'm not gonna go into work beat. I said, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, no.
I was like, it's not happening. I said, it's not happening. Y'all have fun. It's not worth it to me.
Yeah, it was a good last go. Yeah. I was like, I got my fix. I realized I can't hang anymore.
No, once again, it didn't feel like I couldn't hang because I was out there playing in sneakers and it was raining in mud and I didn't have any tracks and still, like, you know what I'm saying? So for me, I'm like, oh no, I still got it, but
yeah, I feel like there's always going to be some part of that ingrained in us that we could do it, but
I still work out and you still work out, so physically we still can.
I would probably have to be I would at this point, like if I was going to play a game in college.
Oh, I would want to train for it.
Yeah, if you give me like 6 months.
I think the same thing. Give me 6 months, I'll kill a nigga.
6 months.
They're dead. Dead.
6 months, I'll give you like one good half.
Fuck that. I gave you the game, bro. What we doing? Let's go. Let's bring it back, Coach Carr. Give me that 91 offense. G Toss T. You know what I'm saying? K. You know what I mean? 134 pop. You know what I'm saying? Hearts.
Let me long stick into that B gap.
Come on, son. Like, let's fucking do. What do you want to do?
I would honestly probably do better as an O lineman at this age.
O line is the best. I love O line. It's the best. It's the best position to me.
It was fun.
That's football. Fun. That's true football. The O and D linemen, that's linebackers, fullback. That's football. That's football. Yeah. Tight ends if they're fucking manning up and not being pitchers who want to be fucking wide receivers. That's football. That's football.
Yeah. That is.
I'll never forgive Eichner for fucking getting me killed before we leave. I'll never forgive him. He got me killed.
How?
we were playing Mooresville, and he just did not block the defensive end. Like, just whiffed on the block, like, just fell. The defense, oh, no. He just didn't know the player. Well, I don't know what the fuck, but he didn't touch the defensive end at all. I was pulling, not expecting the defensive end to be coming as fast as he did. The defensive end just, like, he came back so fast, he's surprised. I was like, whoa! Like, I was out of my stance, and he was, like, right there. I was like, holy shit! And then... boom, I hit him and I just like fell to my knees. I popped right back up. I was like, that's gonna be terrible on film. And then the D lineman was like, your man's got you killed, son. He got you killed.
Dude,
Killed.
I remember playing like those teams like Morrisville and stuff. They were honestly like kids I would probably hang out with.
Oh yeah.
But like in the games,
They were my friends and family.
Yeah.
They were me. They were me. That was me. If you think about it, if you think what I played, like it's just me.
Well, I remember that your one buddy played for them while we were there.
Oh yeah. 100%.
And he visited and he was just like so unhappy. He was so unhappy. I remember he was laying on the couch. He had some drinks. He goes, man, I hate my D-line coach. He has asthma. And if I saw his inhaler on the ground, I would just kick it. I was like, and he goes, I called my mom a few weeks ago. I said, Mom, after this season, he goes, after this season, we out. Like,
Can't do it.
Dude, he was fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah. He was just saying, oh man. That was a good time. Well, listen here, people. It's been a good time. And stay tuned. It's a lot more happening. So many podcasts. What is happening with BTB?
Mm-hmm.
What's Dean doing? What's Los doing? What's life?
Yeah.
In the interim, I'm about to go play some Pokemon. Then I'm going to go work out after that. Duff, any last words for the people?
Yo, I got to take a nap.
Y'all heard. Y'all know the vibes. Peace, love, and motherfucking chicken because we are